What's up, guys? Justin Gaming here, and today I'm gonna be doing another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're gonna be doing the top 5 best legendaries for Clan Boss. Yeah, and let's get right into it. So, number 5 for me is where is he? I can't see him. Oh, Battle Gazar. Battle Gazar on the A1. Attacks all enemies, heals the champion when all allies by 20% of the damage inflicted. Not too bad. Moves all boss from all allies. Places 15% continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns. Places 5% poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. All allies inflict 20% more damage against targets under poison debuffs. And increase ally crit rate in battles by 25%. My opinion, definitely top 5. He's a healer and poisoner at the same time, so very good for Clan Boss. Yeah. So number 4 is Dracomorph. I have him. I'm not gonna be that greedy and put him in like number 2 or 1 because he's not that to get that good in Clan Boss. So he is really good though. Attacks one enemy, damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. Will attack one random enemy with any surplus damage. If the target is killed, damage inflicted is equal to triple surplus damage. So pretty much, if let's say since the Clan Boss normally has 10 debuffs on him, instead of just 10% increased amount of damage, it will go up to 100%. So very good attack. He normally hits for like 80,000 when I use him on the A1. So yeah. A2 attacks 4 times a random. Each hit places a 5% poison debuff for 3 turns. Very good. And it's a 3-turn cooldown when booked. And Baleful Eye, I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say that. And places a 25% weakened debuff on and 60% decreased defense on all enemies for 2 turns. Great for the arena, and well, it's not the topic, but great for the arena and great for Clan Boss. The weaken and the decreased defense. Mostly the weaken, but the decreased defense helps as well. And cooldown goes to 3 when you book him. That's kind of low. That's good. That's really good. And then increases ally accuracy and faction crits by 50. That's the worst part of him. Alright, next, number 3. What faction crit was it? What faction crit is it? Did this one though? Not this one. Not this one. What was it? Oh yes, Demon Spawn. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put a tie between Tyrant and Duchess. So let me do Tyrant first. So attacks one enemy, heals the champion by 25% damage inflicted. Heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted instead of the target is under HP burn debuff. Not terrible. It's okay. Attacks all enemies has 75% of chance of placing a HP burn debuff on all enemies for 3 turns. That's a long time, and it goes up to 100% chance of placing it. So yeah, that's good. Places an 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Great. First, you place decreased attack. If you have a decreased attack or increase the defense, he's like gonna hit, like when the Clan Boss hits you, especially in the beginning, it's gonna be like the HP bar only going like down, like barely anything, like 10 or like 100 health or something. Passive decreases damage inflicted by enemies under HP burn debuff for 10%. Aura increases ally HP in all battles by 25%. Actually not too bad. I mean, having extra HP for Clan Boss isn't terrible. Yeah. Now Duchess attacks one enemy 2 times, then places a shield buff equal to 10% of the champion's max HP for 2 turns on this champion and the ally with the lowest HP. Not too bad. Really good, actually. Places a 50% increased attack buff on all and a block debuff buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places a perfect view buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Great. And goes down to 4 turn cooldown. She really does not that many books for a legendary. She's arguably the best legendary in the game. And A3 revives all dead allies with 70% HP. Places a VO buff on all allies except this champion for 1 turn. Places a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. And passive decreases the damage taken by all allies from AoE attacks by 25%, 15% more, 50% from bosses. Aura increases ally speed in all battles by 19%. This Duchess. That's number 3, yeah. So number 2 is Altan. In my opinion, I think he's worthy to be number 1, but the number 1 is so good that I don't know. But tax 1 enemy has 60% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Very good. Goes up to 75% chance of placing decreased attack. The A2 tax 1 enemy places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 20% of their max HP if the champion kills an enemy. Damage. And goes to a 3 turn cooldown. Very good. This doesn't matter for clan boss, but I'm still gonna read it. Revives a random ally with 30% HP every time this champion kills an enemy. Resets the cooldowns on this champion's skills if the champion kills an enemy and all allies are revived. Increase ally defense in battles by 33%. Really good, really good. Like, he could hit 100 to 150,000 per hit. And then he puts his decreased attack and places a shield on everyone. And the increased defense at the same time. That he's really good for clan boss. And number 1. Where is Dark Elves? Okay. Vizier. By far definitely the best, in my opinion, for clan boss. If I didn't get him, I would be doing like 2 million. He made me do 3 million more than when I was doing. I'm doing like now, not as much as other people. I'm doing like 7 million now. I used to do 4 million. I'm doing 3 million more just because of him. I'll read. This one isn't terrible because he has decreased attack. Attack 1 enemy 2. I'm gonna save the A1 for last because that's what the main skill is. This is okay for clan boss because it's only it's a 50% chance of placing a decreased attack, and you want just 100. It would be nice if it was 100% chance to place decreased attack. But attack 1 enemy 2 times, and he'll be insane for clan boss. Like, definitely by far, and almost, I guarantee in almost everybody's opinion, the best for clan boss. But attack 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a block buffs debuff on a 50% chance to decrease the attack debuff, and 100% chance heat reduction debuff for 2 turns. Really good for Fire Knight. And then A3. Attacks 1 enemy, applies a debuff spread effect taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. Places a perfect VO buff on this champion for 3 turns if target is under 2 more debuffs. It's okay. Places a perfect passive. Places a perfect VO buff on this champion for 2 turns and start each round. And the aura increases ally attack and dungeon by 34%. And the A1 attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs by 1 turn, and goes up to a 50% chance. Like, seriously? That is insane. I mean, every time I go into clan boss, my debuffs go up to like 20. and then he dies or something early in the game. Like he sometimes dies early in the game. All the debuffs stay for the rest of the game. He is so good. I mean, by far the best for clan boss. And that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe, and see you in the next one.